Welcome to the deep dive. Ever feel just a bit uh lost trying to figure out what to say when you're just grabbing some groceries?
Oh, absolutely. It happens.
Well, today we're diving into exactly that, the practical English you need to, well, navigate the supermarket like a pro.
Think of it as a quick way to get up to speed. Right.
Exactly, a fast track to feeling more confident with those shopping chats.
And it's true. These everyday situations, like grocery shopping, they're actually brilliant chances to, use the language for real. Feel more comfortable.
Totally. It's not just about memorizing words, is it? It's about feeling like you can actually do things, get what you need.
Empowered, really.
Precisely. And for this deep dive, we're drawing from a lesson focused specifically on English at the supermarket. We've sort of pulled out the best bits.
The most useful stuff.
Yeah, the most useful phrases, the key insights. Our mission, basically, is to give you the language tools to make your next shopping trip, well, smoother. Maybe even a bit more fun.
Definitely less stressful, hopefully.
Yes. So, where should we kick things off? Maybe start with the basics.
Sounds good. Let's build a foundation. Some fundamental vocabulary is probably the best place to start. These are like the building blocks.
Okay.
Let's start with aisle.
Aisle. Right. That's essentially one of those long rows with shelves, yeah,
Okay.
where all the different things are kept.
Exactly.
Like you might hear someone say, "Excuse me, which aisle has the cereal?" Or maybe an employee tells you, "The pasta is down aisle 5." Helps you find your way around.
Perfectly put.
Oh.
And then after you got everything, your next big stop is the checkout.
The checkout, of course, where you pay for it all.
You might hear stuff like, wow, the checkout lines are moving fast today. Or maybe, I think I'll just use the self-checkout. Save some time.
Right, the self-checkout. We all know the checkout zone. And then after you've paid, you usually get offered a receipt.
Yes, the receipt. That
Yeah.
little paper record of what you bought, how much it cost. And the question you almost always hear is, would you like your receipt? Or maybe just receipt. Got it. So aisle, checkout, receipt. 3 really key words for the whole supermarket thing.
Absolutely fundamental.
Okay, so now let's see how these words and others kind of fit together when you're actually, talking to people in the store.
Yeah, seeing them in action is really helpful. Our source material has this short but really practical little dialogue. A customer and an employee,
Okay.
and it covers a super common situation. Customer needs help finding a couple of things, and they also want to know if something's on special offer.
Right, sounds familiar. So the customer starts off politely, excuse me, could you help me find the rice? Using could you is a nice touch, isn't it? Makes it sound a bit softer.
It does. And the employee answers simply, "Sure, it's in aisle 3 next to the pasta." See? Clear, direct. Uses that keyword, aisle.
Simple and effective. Okay, what happens next?
Well, the conversation just flows. The customer then asks, "And do you know if you have any almond milk?"
So slightly different from just where is it?
Yeah.
More like checking if they even stock it. Exactly. It's a polite way to inquire about availability. And the employee gives a more specific location.
Yeah.
Yes, it's in the refrigerated section, near the yogurt.
Oh, good point. Sometimes things aren't just in an aisle number, they're in a whole area, like refrigerated or frozen foods.
Precisely. And then finally, the customer sees some apples and asks that classic question, oh, and are these apples on sale?
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Haven't we just? Hoping for a bargain.
And the employee confirms, yes, they're 2 for 1 today. Simple as that. Shows how easy it is to just ask directly about prices or deals.
Yeah, definitely. So just from that quick exchange, we can pull out some really, really useful phrases for when you need help, right?
Absolutely. Let's zoom in on those.
Yeah,
That first one, excuse me, can you help me find, is just golden.
it really is.
Excuse me, gets attention politely, and can you help me find is super clear about what you need. You just pop the item name in at the end. Excuse me, can you help me find the baking powder?
Right. So versatile. And polite, which always helps. Then there was that other one, "Do you know if you have?"
That's great for when you're not totally sure if they even carry what you're looking for.
Yeah, like a specific brand or maybe something imported. "Do you know if you have any gluten-free bread?" It's a bit less direct than "where is."
Exactly, more of an inquiry. And then the super direct one we saw. Are these on sale? Or is this on sale? If it's just one thing.
So simple, just point and ask. Get straight to the point about discounts.
Couldn't be easier.
Okay, so those 3 are fantastic starting points. They really cover asking for help, finding things, and checking prices. But what about sounding maybe even more natural, like blending in a bit more?
Good question. Yeah, there are other common ways people phrase these things. Building fluency often means using the kind of phrases native speakers just, well, use without thinking.
Right.
So I'm looking for, it's a really common alternative, like in the example, I'm looking for whole grain bread.
Yeah, that sounds very natural. It sort of suggests you're actively searching, doesn't it?
It does. It implies you're in the process. Another really useful one is, where can I find?
Oh, yeah, that's a classic, too. Direct, but still polite. Where can I find the soy sauce? Easy.
Very common. And then there's, do you have any? Which is, similar to, do you know if you have, like we said. But maybe you'd use it more when you kind of expect them to have it, but you just can't see it. Like if the shelf is empty, do you have any more eggs? Or maybe, do you have any more eggs in the back?
Ah, good distinction. Right. Okay, and then there's the whole end game, isn't there? The checkout. What are the essential phrases there?
Yeah, the final hurdle, well, two super common ones are, I don't need a bag, thanks.
Very useful now, with reusable bags being so common. Good for the planet.
Exactly. And the other big one is about payment. Can I pay with card?
Or sometimes people say, do you take card?
Right. Yep. Do you accept cards?
Yeah.
Do you take card? Can I pay with card? All mean the same thing. Essential for paying.
Definitely practical stuff for getting through the checkout smoothly. Okay, so to kind of lock all this in and help everyone listening get a better feel for the rhythm.
The flow of it all.
Exactly. We should probably listen to that little dialogue again, but this time just at a normal, natural speed.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Hearing it again helps your brain process the sounds, the intonation, the speed. It really helps with listening skills.
Okay, great. Let's have another listen then. Dialogue starts, implied speakers. Customer speak. Oh, excuse me. Can you help me find the rice? Employee speaker. Sure, it's in aisle 3, next to the pasta. Customer speaker. Great, thanks. And do you know if you have any almond milk? Employee speaker. Let me check. Yes, it's in the refrigerated section near the yogurt. Customer speaker. Perfect. Oh, and are these apples on sale? Employee speaker. Yes, they're 2 for 1 today. Customer speaker. Awesome. Thanks again. Customer speaker. Dialogue ends.
Yeah.
There you go. Sounds pretty straightforward when you hear it like that, doesn't it?
Short, simple interactions.
So, wrapping things up, what's the main thing we want people to take away from this deep dive?
Well, hopefully you're feeling a bit more equipped now. You've got, like, a practical toolkit of English phrases for all sorts of supermarket moments.
Right, from asking for help, finding stuff, to checking prices, to handling the checkout.
Exactly. You have the language you need.
And like we said earlier, the supermarket is just such a good place to actually use these skills in real life.
It really is. The conversations are usually quite short, focused. It's a relatively low-stress way to practice and build that confidence muscle.
So, maybe a little challenge for you listening.
Yeah.
How about trying to use just 1 or 2 of these phrases next time you go shopping?
Yeah, even a small step makes a difference. It really does. Just trying it out.
Every little bit counts towards feeling more comfortable, more fluent. So yeah, next time you're wandering those aisles, keep these phrases handy in your mind.
And maybe one final thought to leave you with. As you're doing your shopping, try paying attention not just to the staff, but listen to other shoppers too.
Oh, interesting idea. Eavesdrop politely.
Haha.
Well,
Yeah. You might overhear other useful ways people ask for things or talk at the checkout. It's like getting free mini lessons all around you.
that's actually a brilliant tip. Learn from observing. Okay, well, that feels like a good place to wrap up our deep dive into supermarket English for today.
Hope it was helpful for you all.
We really hope you found it useful and that your next trip for groceries feels just that little bit easier. Oh, and don't forget your reusable bags.
Good reminder.